Hello, you're watching Random Game Adventures. Today we're taking a first look at the early access of Blackguards. This is a turn-based combat RPG. It's made by Daedalic Entertainment. They're more of a publisher than developer, but they did also develop Divinity Original Sin, but they've published games such as Torchlight 2 and some of the Deponia games. They've published a mixed number of games, but they've made this game. It's on early access right now, and it's quite interesting. I really like turn-based games, so I thought I'd jump straight in with this. So let's have a look and I can talk to you. I've played this on and off for a reasonable amount of time, but obviously this is only the start of the RPG. I've only got 4 characters at the minute. I don't know how many you can get in total. I don't want to ruin too much of the story for you. The game is very linear. There's like parts where you might want to do something, but they've set it up in such a way that their aim for the game is obviously that they want you to be criminals that have escaped. Without ruining too much of what happens, there's parts of the plot where you're kind of escaping from places, or you're doing something and it's like you can't take the high ground, you have to take the low ground because you are these escaped thieves, and their design decisions have meant that sometimes it's less flexible. As much as there are dialogue options, it's less flexible than I want it to be sometimes. So you've got your basic symbol. These are my 4 characters that I've got at the minute. I think she's might only be temporary, but I might hire her afterwards. You can see you've got these ability points. This is actually more like XP than kind of like a one. Each of those is 1 point. They've gone from more of a just XP, but just called it ability. Well, I'm not sure exactly if it's called ability points. You can. The way it works is everything is done via these points. You can put these into base values: cleverness, intuition, charisma, and you do need these for certain things, as well as energy for custom spells, resistance to magic, vitality. This is like your main character sheet, as it were. These are your base stats, and these affect these in different ways. You've also got your weapon talents, so you can be really good in a certain weapon. And you've also got attack and defense of the weapon. So for example, if I wanted to be really good at attacking with my sword, I could put this up, or I could put this really down. This defends whether you parry or anything like that. So I could make it so I'm really good at defending more with the staff, and not so good at attacking because I'm probably going to be using my astral, so I probably want to put that like right up there, only maybe 2. And you can see that I'm going to keep that change. That didn't cost me any ability points. You can move these as you want. So I might want him to parry less but be able to attack more, so I can put him up there so he'll do more damage but he'll be able to parry and defend less. You can do the same with, like, you could have swords, and you can have shields, sorry, and you can make your shields more bash more as opposed to like defend. You then, after you have that, you also have your talents. Now these, the way talents, spells and special abilities work are, there are trainers around the world and they can train you in specific things. Once you've learned a skill, you can then put as many points as you like in, but to learn the initial skill you either need a book or to find a talent trainer. So here we can see we've got, this is Narim the dwarf, and he's got these base stats, and if I wanted to teach him survival, streets, I don't know if you can learn these or if these are just necessarily like given to them by base. He's a streetwise guy. She knows animal law, so she has extra stuff. This is like your character, so this is Blob. He only knows these 3, so I'm guessing you can get more of these later on. So you can get like treat wounds, which the only one that has is actually, I don't actually really had him, but you need this to use. You can get bandages, and the only way you can use them is in battle with a guy who's got treat wounds. Now spells, these are your things that cost your energy. As you can see, he doesn't have any. They're split into different categories. You've got your attacks, you've got your, these seem to be like buffs to people. These are like healing or specific buffs right there. This, and then these are bad stuff. These make enemy do bad stuff to enemies. So this is like kind of buffs more to self. They do everything. So this is marksmanship. This is moving fast. They also had lightning find you, so you can see that gives them minus effects. And so you can't teach these to each other, as far as I know right now. I've got a book, so that I got from a quest to learn this spell, but I've already got that, so I don't really need that so much. And then here's your, these all seem to be passive, but some of them seem to be things that might not be passive. I need to actually, like this power bow isn't passive, but they're things that you don't need to necessarily like activate straight up. Like you can just go in and right, so for like power blow, you right click on someone and use power blow, which is what Narum has. But for say astral regeneration, it's something that happens like every turn anyway, and you regenerate your astral points every turn. So this is 600 skill points, and I found the trainer for this, so I'm saving up for that. And then you generally go around and you can increase their stats as you want. You can, so this is going to be, I'm going to have her as kind of more of a bow person. So I'm going to put her, most of her strength into bow. I'm going to put her more, slightly more defensive with this spear, so that she can defend herself if people getting close. Because she's going to be more a ranged character, so I can agree with that. You can also see that these are actually needed. So if I want to learn, so I want to learn actually, you see here I have to have 15 charisma, so that's going to mean that I'm going to need to put 2 more in charisma. That's going to cost a lot, so it's a really expensive ability. Maybe astral mastery here is a bit cheaper if I could get that. Ranged spell I can't get as well because that's really expensive. I don't actually have enough for getting steady casting if I was getting it from scratch. And so you need to work on getting these so your people can have them. If that makes sense. So let's get into the actual combat. You've got the standard thing. You've got, these are like kind of towns and hubs. They have different things. You have merchant, blacksmith, potion guys. You have a healer who can treat wounds. You can get wounded in combat, which gives you which is a debuff. Wounded isn't just damage. It should actually get a slash of a wound, and you can have up to 3 of them as far as I've seen. I haven't seen any more than 3. This is a general quest marker for the main quest. I don't think, have we got any? I don't think we can have a look at our quest. The quest log is a bit confusing, unless you know what have we got. We have to find all the shrines of the 6 goddesses. That might be a difficult one. I don't know where these shrines are. You can heal your wounds only at a medic. You can stay in a tavern, and that is a flat cost always, but it will heal your, this is a trainer, so when you go them you get your skill point up, and you can see this is going to cost this and how much it's going to cost. Oh, and she can also teach potions. So this guy, he can't learn these skills because he's a dwarf. I'm guessing dwarves can't, but I could teach the potion stuff to him. I don't think any talents. Nope, no talents particular they can learn. You can see they can just teach different skills, and obviously they're just base stuff. So yeah, healers can heal wounds and also health, but they're more expensive than just staying in tavern, and tavern is the only way to regain astral stuff. This quest, I think we're going to have to do the main quest because I'm not sure how we're going to do the shrines. I can't remember who gave me that quest. From Bella. Actually, no, it wasn't the woman from there. It was the woman from where we were just at. There are also people like beggars that will give you like general information. If you pay them, they'll give you like slightly more information about stuff that might be useful later on. Fortunately, that isn't saved in a log as far as I know. Like other things that might be little things that are important aren't necessarily saved in a log.
Anything else?
No, I don't think. She asked us to do the quest, but she's not going to give us any more information about that quest. And there's no... Oh, we might actually be able to find a bit of a shrine. There might be a shrine in here. So this is the... When you go into somewhere that's combat, each one of these shows you a path that you can go on. So if I clicked here, it would go, oh look, you have to do this combat, then this combat, this combat. If they're empty, they don't combat, and so I could not do storage. But there might be something here that I can save. So I'll show you, for example, if I go courtyard, it'll go, oh look, there's a battle here, there's someone going to interrupt you. There are ones that just like, there's 3 options, you can choose which one you go in. So you can go back to places and just You can fight in all of them, or you can choose to just fight part of the way. Here we've got which is like some farmers. You can see this guy, I think this seems to be a bug at the minute, it is an early access, but if you have someone with enough knowledge you can see their health. So he doesn't, you can see that this guy doesn't have much armour, so he's not going to be much of a problem. This guy, I can't actually see what he has in his hand. You can scroll in and out, but I can see there, he's just got like a basic weapon. So they don't have basic weapons with this guy, so he's probably going to be the hardest. So we're going to take him out first. Now she's got a bow. Bows have the maximum range as far as I can tell. They're blocked by vehicles. You also have interactable things. So this will do something when I interact it, and you can either shoot them or use them. If you use them, they'll do something. If you shoot them, they might explode. But I could use this and that'll move these barrels down, and then they might be useful. So let's actually do that. So I can use these barrels, and that will knock them down, hopefully, if it works. That didn't actually help much. But this might explode later, that might help. But you can sometimes use stuff to knock stuff down. You can actually move these around if I wanted to. I don't think I can shoot that. So look, so this is your spell wheel. You've got healing. You can wait until the end of turn. You can down, up, heal. Your magic, so I can cast this, and I can cast it in a row. This is blocking me, so we can see here, and my friend here is blocking me. So what I can do is I can probably move to here, and now it's giving me the option. So this is like one movement, this is second movement. You can do up to your first movement and then attack, or just do your 2 movements worth of attack. So I'm going to, this guy's got more armor, so let's cast a fireball on him. And this is the dwarf. I'm going to I'm going to move him here, and then make him wait. If you make them wait, they'll wait to the end of turn, and then they can take their action. As far as I know, enemies can't do that, but they might be able to. Now, the dwarf is shorter, so he shouldn't block my path for magic anyway. So you can see I could choose the 2 version of that skill because I've got more points in it. I'll show you. I didn't actually show you that on the skill panel, but certain skills you can get more points in. My dwarf is my tankiest character. He's got metal armor on, so he can. Oh, so that's an alarm. So we probably didn't want that to be used. So that will probably summon some more people later on. They might come this way though, so I might have now blocked their path. So I can either attack this guy or this guy. I don't know this guy's health, so I'm going to attack him. I didn't do very much damage. See if I can't attack this guy from here. The trouble is I don't want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to here. I don't think I can attack, but I can. Can I attack that guy? I can probably. What you can do is click on stuff. What's this? The hero's next shot does significantly higher. Let's do a normal attack. Well, we can't actually attack anyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just bring myself back around here, and then I can attack. There's no undo, so as soon as you've done like one movement, and then if you click again to actually move there, you have to do it. So you can't like move and necessarily test things out. I'm going to move this guy back a bit. Then I'm going to get him to cast his fireball. He does also have an AoE fireball, but it's got a high chance to miss, so I don't tend to use that so much. The trouble with magic is it does have chances to miss. Right, I'm just going to hit a normal. Oh, I didn't quite kill that guy. I'm going to move down here and then kill this guy, or do some decent damage to this guy. You see here's how he thought we did exactly enough to kill him. He also had a wound, you could see the line on him, but he's now dead. Enemies don't seem to be revived, at least not yet. I don't know if it's just that you can't see them when they're downed, but if your heroes are downed, or your party members are downed, then you can use your raise skills on them. What I will show you while we're doing combat, this is like a kind of standard turn-based thing. This is a development menu. You can see just down here you've got this FPS counter, and you notice that it's quite high. And the good thing is, if this goes below about 40, it goes yellow, and then below 30 it goes red. This is really good because it shows you that they want like a decent FPS in the game. They're not worried about, they don't want just like 30 will do. They want decent, good FPS. This is just if you're in the game and you have like this development stuff, you want to turn it off, just press K and you can turn it off. They put that in the latest update. This is an early access, so whereas in contrast I might not have forgiven them for certain things. I'm going to forgive them more for certain things here because this is definitely early access. You can also take all or take nothing. If you take all, it will load. It tells you what your current load is. Each person can carry more load, so it's not going to encumber me a lot, and I can probably sell them before I have to fight my next battle. So I can look and see, well, he's got half his mana and there was an alarm, so I can actually go to the world map and exit out. I don't know if this is necessarily a good thing that you can do that. We're just going to continue on like a courtyard because it will cost me money to go out and faff around and do all that kind of thing. You can sleep and rest while you're in if you've got provisions, and I've actually got some of them, so I probably could have done that.
They have holes in their foreheads, just like my sister.
So I don't want to ruin a bit of the story, but this is quite early on, so it shouldn't be too bad. But basically, we're trying to find out what's happening with her sister. And there's people with holes who've got a hole in their skull, and they've got they're going a bit mad. So we're trying to find out what's going on with them. Okay, so this is a pile of water, so obviously we can't go through this. What I could do is try and move that, but I don't think will it let me use that. No. If you press V, you can see here, so these I can probably shoot and explode. This I can do the same to. What I'm actually going to do is go back, and I think we'll do is we will move over to here, and then I will wait. With you, I'm going to see if I can I shoot. Actually, no, let's not shoot there. Let's wait with this guy as well. With the Fireball 1, it always does 8 damage if it hits. Fireball 2 will do more. Have they got crossbows? Yeah, they have. Crossbows have a chance to knock down as well. So, this will do 8 to 18, but this will always do 8. So, oh, and this actually blocks the way. Oh, we're too far. What I'm going to do here is if I'm going to move to here and then move to here. And then if you don't use it, it will probably attack it. I think that should, yeah, there we go. And you move with the box as well. There isn't an option, there should be like an option to move for the box. That would be quite a good thing. What if I don't want to move for the box? I'm going to wait with the dwarf too, so I can hopefully get them to move in and see what happens there. The unfortunate thing with the skill system, you might have noticed that I didn't have many, and early on you don't really get some people, so you can't really trait people as you want, so you can't like say your main is only a damage dealer. You have to mix and match at the start, and maybe your skill points aren't necessarily the best kind of worked out as they could be. I'm going to attack this guy with a bow. Okay, see that only does 3 damage. Can I hit these guys with a normal fire blast? So we can see how much this guy is 19. So I'm not going to hit him with a normal blast yet. Let's hit this guy. See, I can hit multiple hexes, but only has 23% chance. So I could just try it here, but I think it'll probably fail. Oh no, it actually hit and did a decent amount of damage. So that's kind of cool. Right, so this guy's not going to be able to actually hit anyone if he moves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move him just here, and then just there's no point using a healing potion. There's nothing else he can do, so you might as well wait. The only reason I want him moved forward a bit is so he's kind of more out of the way. Right, so let's hit this guy. That would just hit him with a normal attack. I can heal the dwarf, or I can just help him a bit with this, or I could help him with this. Let's see what we can. It's always worth normally seeing where you can attack. Debuffs don't. One thing that I will say is that debuffs, the combat is nice, but the only thing that seems to work is damage. Debuffs at the start, at least right now, don't seem to play an important enough role to actually make me want to use them. This guy's closest, so let's kill him off. Right, let's see where this is my main. He's got magic burst 2, so we can do more damage. But these guys are blocking him. I can try. Hopefully this will kill him. He has got a wound. So he's got 1 health. But because he's got a wound, he'll do less damage. Let's do some decent. He parried. You can only do one parry a turn, so if you have lots of melee characters you can kind of block them up, but I haven't got lots of melee characters and they're all traded to be magic, so. And this guy, you can turn your battle log on and scroll up, which is quite good. So the battle log isn't necessarily always tells you what's going on though, can be a bit inconsistent. Right, the Barney does a small amount of damage, let's finish this guy off. We're gonna see what can we, how much, this guy's got 22 health. Let's cast a magic, oh we can't, we're not close enough. So if I bring this guy down here, we can cast magic, yeah, cast it on him. My dwarf's actually in a bit of a sticky situation down here. I can't move her, she's already shot. If I move this guy down here, I should be able to heal. Oh, actually, I need to make sure I've clicked on him. I should be able to heal twice. Yeah, there we go. 98% chance? Yeah, 20. So, one annoying thing, if it's a spell that you can cast on yourself, and you do go ahead and cast it, it will cast on you, but if you right click on yourself and do something that you can't cast on yourself, it'll give you the option on where to cast it. It would be good if when you did it on yourself, the radial menu, it always gave you the option on then who you could pick. Oh, he healed himself. That's annoying. Okay, so we can't shoot any of these guys right now. I'm gonna bring her down here. And that will give us the opportunity to shoot this guy. My astral energy is actually getting a bit low here. Alright, what's this guy's low health? Let's shoot this guy with a... he hasn't got any bosco, so he's got like less chance to actually be able to stop them from parrying and actually be able to hit them properly. We're going to come down here as well. And who can I hit with my magic? Hit this guy. Do my own guy. Can't hit this guy because I'm being blocked here. Because he's in a... So there's pluses and minuses of being a dwarf. Because obviously having with the dwarf yourself, it means that you can cast through him, but it also means that they can shoot and cast through you. So you just gotta like think about all those aspects. The good thing is now is because I had those two, he couldn't attack because I'm attacking here and not attacking, came up to this wide bit. This guy's low, so I'm going to finish him off. This guy, let's see if we can heal my main. He hasn't got a trait that makes you higher chance, so he's got really bad chances of actually doing stuff. We need to drink, and I've got in my toolbar here a astral potion. So if I'd rested, I would have been fine, I wouldn't have needed that. And now we can try and actually do more damage to this guy. Whether we know he either had a potion or he held. He did a healing skill. It'd be cool if a little icon came up to show you. So this is basically the combat in the game. It progresses like this. You can think about how your battles are going, more or less. So I can I attack this guy? This guy. Let's attack this guy. What's that going to do? 4 damage? 6. So you see now he's got 9. It's not going to be worth me doing my damage 1, my further 1, because I know that only does 8 damage. But if I do it to this guy, oh I can't. It needs this. Yes, it needs 6, so we don't have enough. I can shoot him with my bow. No, that didn't even hit. And then this, see now I've used that potion. Let's see, hopefully, we're going to be able to do a decent chunk of damage to one of them at least. There we go. So that was pretty much half his health. So now I can run or I can choose to fight. I'm going to try and fight this guy here, see what this does. Yeah, so he parried unfortunately. The higher their skill, the higher the chance they have to parry or stop someone from parrying. They can actually stop someone from parrying if they're high enough. Right, so let's shoot this guy with the bow. So that'll put him down to 5. We can do a fire blast with this guy. Let's do a normal fire blast on him. Oh, it failed. There is a slight problem sometimes with the sound. Sometimes the sound asset will go before like the animation is gone, and so you can know whether it's hit or not before the animation actually shows you. Yes, we can't actually hit anyone now because I'm behind this guy. Can we heal our friend? I don't think we can we? No, we can't. We can heal myself. The only one that's in danger really is the dwarf. So what I'm going to do is wait actually. I'm going to move him down to here. And then wait. He might move up to me. Hopefully he doesn't kill me. No. He's got, you can see his weapon, which is, this is quite nice. You can see he's only got a little club. What you haven't seen, there's one or two problems with the combat. If I move my mouse at the screen like this, so I can't see this guy over here, when that guy has his combat turn, it will circle over him so you can see. However, when it's then your turn, if it's like this, and you can still see him slightly, it won't like recircle itself on you, so you know it's your turn. And what I'd like it to do is whoever's turn it is, the camera focuses it on them. So you always know that it's X or Y's turn, and you're not kind of in the dark as to whose turn it is. It's just a nice feature that could be added to the game. You can see here that these guys had two weapon switches, so they might have ran out of ammo, and now they've just switched from their crossbow. Because I expect crossbow bolts are probably quite heavy, and hopefully this will do 5 damage. Ah, 3. Damn it, that's annoying. I have enough magic power to kill both of these. But do I want to... Probably want to... Actually, no, we're alright for healing. What I'm going to do is move back here. Then hopefully this will kill him. He's only got 2... Ah, he parried. He's only got 2 health. Let's move down here. So your ranged weapons, if you're in close combat, are less likely to hit. So that's why these guys switch to their dagger or rapier, I think that is. I think that looks a bit like a rapier. Yeah, it's a rapier and a dagger. There's like a skill for fencing weapons, so I presume that's what he's... Oh god, I didn't see this guy here. I should have attacked him. These all have 95% chances. You've got I think it should automatically hit with a double, like if you've got hit with one weapon, hit with 2 weapons, there's no difference apart from extra damage. It should automatically do the extra damage one. So the only time you're going to be doing the non-damage one is in very special circumstances. He's got dodged because he's got dodge mastery, which is a special mastery that you can get if you have enough, if you go to the right trainer and have enough points. I don't have a range weapon. I don't think I've got anything on his belt for range. No, he's only got a potion. So all I can do with this guy is just wait. But he's got extra mastery regen, so he'll get up there faster. Now we could finish this guy off, but I think my bow guy will do it, so I think I'm just gonna hit him a few times. This is just a basic of the combat. The story is quite good in the game. It feels almost a little bit forced, but other than that, I'm gonna wait again. Other than that, it's reasonably good. I don't have any big problems with it, as it were. Let's just shoot this guy heavily. This will kill. Ah, damn. Maybe this will hit it. No. Right. We can't do any fire, but we can heal, which is probably what is needed. So you can see how this game you can probably see whether this game is going to be for you. It's got a nice storyline that feels a little bit forced if you don't want to always take the bad option. It's almost like if you always take the bad option, it's kind of like almost that kind of game. There's not too much more to really say about that. It is an early access, but it's mostly a really solid game. The visuals are nice. I kind of wish you could maybe rotate the camera. It doesn't seem you can able to. I don't have any problems. All the cutscenes look nice. The models are reasonably nicely rendered, considering what kind of game it is and how it kind of works. Frame rate, as you can see, it's really good, even though I'm recording. Hopefully this will kill this guy off. What? Come on. Oh. This is just a joke. Right, I'm going to hit him with my staff now. With my defensive staff. Damn. There is a lot of depth to it. Like, a lot of depth. Because of the whole RPG thing. It's not just a turn-based. Can I shoot him? Yeah, come on, kill him. Hey, finally.
What shall we do with this thing?
There's nothing we can do for them.
And they have kind of this combat, this kind of like talk, and this kind of like basic talk. And we can see we got the weapons that they had. Some of them they had. We got a healing potion. Take all. You can see we're encumbered now because we've got an achievement. I don't know what that is. So now the only thing is, because you can actually escape. See, I've got 8 rations left. I've got no one with a wound. There's no reason not to, apart from the fact that I need to sell stuff. And that's pretty much the game. There's a nice story. The game looks reasonably nice. I mean, these, you can't move about in these screens, but they look decent. You got kind of items. You got a weighing system, so it feels like you actually can only carry exactly what you need. You do feel kind of like you don't have enough money to necessarily do everything as you want. I should probably just check that everyone's got. So it's almost like they feel like they're carrying exactly what they can and no more. It's kind of like you're scrounging for food. I had to like sell someone's jacket at one point to buy a better weapon, and I still can't find some more pants. So I've got one of my characters always running around with no pants. So that's kind of not very good. But that kind of makes me feel properly like I'm not like an escaped convict that then has like super iron armor on as is the best guy and everyone's. There's some of the combat where I actually feel kind of like tested in it. It actually feels kind of good. It doesn't ever feel like it doesn't feel forced either. So I can sell this and I'm going to keep it for the minute. You never know, it might help us. Actually, it costs skill points to activate that, so it might be worth selling that. But I might get someone else who I want to learn mage. I don't really want my ranger to, but you never know. It might be worth teaching it to her. But then the money is like more than I have now. So if there's more, it's nearly double what I have now. So you can see I don't actually have any armors to keep. You got to kind of the compare system is alright. You can kind of like equip people with arrows. So I've got a certain amount of arrows, and you can switch weapon sets. This is the one you start out with, and this is the one you can switch to. And you can like, these are items that you can use in combat. So this guy's got oh, he doesn't actually have it. You can buy like a throwing dagger that you can use once, and that they put on their belt is like the potion. This guy had a mastery potion, astral potion. This guy's got one now as well. You can buy them. See, she doesn't have any trousers on, or pants as you call them in America. This guy, actually no, he's got a complete set. I don't know what set bonuses does. This is a little bit clunky actually. This is the only thing that I think that they really need to work on. It doesn't really give you a good analogy on everything. It does show you if it's made of metal. Now, this is a big thing. Mages, if they wear metal armor, they can't regen their astral mastery power, so they can't use spells. Apart from they can't regen any mastery for their spells. So she could only use like 27 points worth. So it does give you a good point of showing you when something's metal or not. It doesn't necessarily show you what the complete set does, because it says effects and then nothing particular. It doesn't say like if you have the complete set you get bonus stuff. Obviously I've got these axes that are his in particular. So it'd be good if there's just a little more description on some things, and maybe a bit more like when you start the game this bit's not explained to you, so it'd be good if this was explained, and the fact that all spells are got later on and you can't like train any of them yourself. If that was explained a bit more, because I didn't really know like why do I not have this, or why do I not have this if I could get them, why do I not have range spell 2 if I can get them, etc, etc. But other than that, it's kind of really coming along well. It is just early access, and there is only, it's going to be in chapters as well. It does explain it all on the Steam page. I would definitely recommend this game. I haven't like found any major bugs or anything particular like that. The story is kind of feels good. It's not an empty story, but at the same time there are parts where you feel like that there's a choice, but it's always going to happen a certain way unless you like came back to it much later. So there are certain points where the choices feel kind of hollow, but at this I feel like as you progress more, you're going to get more powerful, you're going to have more customized characters to how you want. It's going to be much better. I think that's maybe the only problem, that you can't customize how you want like from the start, but that's it. This has been a long video, but then this is a big detailed RPG, and you can see how long even one combat section takes. So if you don't like something that's kind of more slower paced and more you can set out and plan out as you go, this isn't the game for you, but I thoroughly enjoy it. And I thank you everyone for watching. If you want more random game, want to see more random game adventures, my first impression series, then please like, subscribe to my channel, and let me know on Twitter at Blueblob0. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.